natural law. It's like we influence each other. We're constantly shaping behavior all the time. For example, to change the subject slightly, but still within the same context, if you run into somebody that has problems and you help them out, as opposed to, say, abusing them or manipulating them, two very different things are being implanted in that particular person. If you go up to somebody that's in a weak position and you take advantage of them, which is very common in our society, whether it's a business type thing, if a company is going bankrupt and then they're absorbed by some other company, or you see a person on the street that has something really nice that they have to sell because they're poor, and rather than you giving them what you think the real value would be, you take advantage of their disposition and you give them virtually nothing because you know how desperate they are. What you do when you do that, and this is the basis of our society, is you're implanting this seed that this is the way life is, and this is what you have to do, sir, to go out and survive. You have to take advantage of everybody else. However, if the reverse was true, for example, if people went up to each other and were extremely positive and they gave money to homeless people, they went and helped people without reward, this sets up an entirely different disposition that communicates something that's extremely positive. For if you give money to somebody and you don't need anything in return, while they might initially feel, depending on their conditioning, that they're taking advantage of the situation, they're getting one up on you, what might happen is they start to say, wait a minute, this person's actually reaching out and giving me this, and I don't have to do anything, nor do I don't have to do any type of subservience. It's actually a gift, and it's a form of help. It's a communal type of relationship, and that plants a seed. And this is very important, I think. Every moment of our lives, we are affecting the behavior of society. And if you choose to reverse it and get into a giving mentality as opposed to a taking, then you yourself will plant a seed. Every time you give something, every time you give to another person, every time you help somebody without reward, you're giving them the courage to do the same with somebody else. And this is the real secret to how this type of transition, this type of change can happen in society, where we get out of this domineering type of manipulation. Because in the end, it's always self-preserving in the long run. For example, if there's a homeless person on the street and I see that they might have a criminal propensity, they're starving, if I help them, that reduces the probability of them moving into criminal behavior because of their environment.